All right, so called Dom over here to verify my fears. This is we got a little mirror shoved up in here. It's kind of tough to see, but you can see the green trail. It's actually from a little shield on the back side of the engine, which I'll show you in a second on a spare engine, but definitely not rear main. That's nice and dry. We can see all the way around that. Definitely not oil pan. It looks like taking a tranny and a clutch out. Here we have an engine on a stand. We've got this plate on the back here that's siliconed in at the machine shop, obviously prior to putting the clutch and the rest of the engine back together. So we are leaking. Something is dripping along here, as we can see in our engine. So I mean, it could be any part of this pan, any seal surface. The silicone didn't make it all the way around or something happened. That means clutch has got to come out. This is as real as it gets. Trying to put a car together to sell it, all at the same time still trying to pay bills and make a living and, you know, possibly keep electricity on and some heat. And so I'm putting the motor mount back in so I can start dropping the transmission to get the clutch off and fix my oil leak. And of course, probably not going to want to focus on this thing. Anyway, you can take my word for it that the hole in the block stripped out for the motor mount bolt, which would be, I don't even know what number helicoil kit we're up to at this point, so add it to the list. All right, took a break for lunch to energize and also clear the head. Dom pointed out something really good, that maybe the reason why I missed this oil leak in the first place is because I didn't have it on my list of things to do. Apparently, checking the machine shop should have been on my list, as Dom so intuitively pointed out. So maybe next build we'll throw that on there. Double check other people's work. It'll be like right at the bottom, or maybe right at the very top. So that's the first thing we do before we get too far ahead of this. So
hasn't this entire build been double checking other people's work?
This entire build has just been a catastrophe because of other people's work. So lesson learned: don't trust anybody except you, Dom. Of course, I would trust you. Come on now. So yeah, now we're back at the top. Everything underneath is pretty much disconnected. Got a couple more bell housing bolts, a starter, and all that stuff out. And let's get this tranny out and just get this thing done with. This is absolutely nothing to do with the STi. We're almost ready to pull the tranny out. I was helping Dom for a second because these bearings were a little bit tough to get out, and we went from 2 dead blows to some heat to a 20-pound sledge with heat, full swing.
Listen, those of you that are in the industry, like, you know, things need to happen to get the job done. Other people that might be, you know, keyboard warriors, they may think that, oh, you never hit another hammer with a hammer. But I can tell you this. Just sit for a second. I can tell you this, that, oh, you know, there's a tool out there for that.
Yeah,
you guys haven't seen that tool. You know, that tool that's like a hub grappler kit?
Yeah, it's like $600. We spent all the money and we love it.
Or wait, no, the shop press, right? When both of those fail, that's where you hit another hammer with a hammer.
And then you need this tool.
And the blue wrench. And when that still doesn't work, you get a bigger hammer. And yeah, now the hub is moved. So
finally.
It's a little
I don't even want to do the calculations on how much force we had to put on that with a
I'm
full
sure
swing.
I'm sure we might get torn apart in the comments, but other people out there, other techs will be like, yeah, I completely understand what they had to go
At the end of the day, it has to get done, and this is the only way to do it. So this is the extreme. We didn't start off doing it like this. This is how we had to end up, but whatever it takes to get the job done.
All right, back to STi stuff.
Boom.
few hours, a couple of distractions, and some choice words, and we are finally at the money shot. I'll show you what happened here. See that green right there? That plate is supposed to be siliconed in with some RTV, and obviously did not seal. Something happened, who knows what. Now we can take it out, reseal it. Rear main looks good, nice and dry. Reseal that, put it all back together. I think we've already had this discussion, but this stuff by Nissan, really good quality. Good enough for a GTR, good enough for an STI. Okay. Very carefully reinsert. All right, let that tack up for a minute, we'll torque it down, and then back to reassembly. Well, obviously, we're still in the middle of breaking in the new engine. I have like 80 miles on it, and you can tell because I haven't even worn off the paint that said ACT on the clutch friction material yet. Stickers are still on it and everything, so.
Nah, I think all this is staged.
Yes, yeah, this.
I think that you put that cover on with no RTV, so you have to go back in there for more content.
We're just trying to make it good for the viewers.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, tell you what, everybody, the joke's gonna be on Dom because tonight is phase 2 of attempting to put his headlight switch in. We all know what happened last time. Maybe we can add a little flashback or something here, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. See who's laughing last. Sorry for the delay. I was just trying to find the spline alignment tool. We get spoiled and they just come in the kit and then we throw them out because we have so many of them, but I had to find it on my master clutch alignment tool kit here. Very technical system. You can order this kit, probably not from your local supplier, or you can wear it around your neck like Mr. T. But so I found the right one. I feel like I'm trying to find the right shard of the dark crystal here, but here we go. We got the right one. Let's do it. One of us made some progress tonight here. Dom's working on his car. Attempt number 2 with the right part this time.
Half asleep.
Yeah, he's falling asleep in the chair. I'm falling asleep over there. So he's got his switch in, and we have lights that actually work now?
Yeah.
Look at that. We got high beams and low beams. Well, you got high beams and low beams, my friend. Look at you spoiling yourself with all these creature comforts, like being able to see at night.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I could see. It was just kind of inconvenient for everybody else driving in front of me when I always had my high beams on. So.
Well, forget everybody
I guess
else.
this is a repair for everybody.
Yeah, right. Well, whatever. We're gonna chalk that up as a win for at least one person in the shop tonight.
And inspection.
It's super late. Dom finished up his car, and what better way to celebrate the trials and tribulations of the car, of the day, of everything, but going a little office space on old parts. Now, that is a tiny little plastic switch. And
shrapnel.
that is how big is that?
It's a 5-pound dead blow.
That is a 5-pound dead. You know, I think we need some PPE. Hold on, here you go.
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. Just
OSHA. This is an OSHA approved exercise right here. I hope that was a practice swing.
That was practice.
Yeah,
we got this.
that might have been exhaustion, but that was practice swing. Done. You still have a piece of it stuck to the hammer.
That exploded.
It literally exploded.
It exploded.
Good riddance. Dom, do you know what time it is?
Time to go home.
Nope.
And eat.
That's what time it is. It is time for food. Well past dinner time. Well past.
We're all back together. Gonna fire it up for the first time. It's been a long night.
Yeah, for the first time again.
Yeah, again.
the first time.
You're still kind of on the lift.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the clutch works. All right, well, that's a wrap on tonight. I'm burnt. Been a super long day, super long night. I think we got to drive cycle this and make sure to see if the check engine light comes back on, but I think in order to do that, it's time to take this thing for a cruise and maybe actually enjoy it for 5 minutes instead of cursing at it for 5 hours. Maybe? That sounds like a plan for next time.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. So what do you do after working a long day and a late night? Well, you go for a late night breakfast. Something that's open 24 hours because it is late. So it's time to start grubbing because I am starving. You hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because I am starving. I want everything. I want like the biggest thing we can possibly get. Where is it? Country Boy. Is there some kind of He-Man? Some kind of like everything on the menu?
I always go for the Hungry Man. Like, well, not the Hungry or the Not So Hungry Man. Because normally Hungry Mans come with steak.
Oh yeah. This is how you end a 15-hour workday. But I think we might need a bigger table to fit all this stuff.
Yeah, this is gonna go into tomorrow's breakfast.
I was kind of undecided, so I went breakfast and dinner. I needed both. Whereas Dom's got enough breakfast for like 3 people. Can't quite get a size reference, but those are ginormous pancakes. Like, if you house both of those, there's no way you're driving out of here. Like, I'm rolling you out of here.
Right.
All right, so let's see how much of this we can actually handle. All right, so that was an impressive amount of food. A little bit of my chicken burger left that I'm Probably gonna try to put down. Tom's looking like a champ, like he ate it all, but that was a big, thick pancake.
We tapped out last pancake.
Yeah. Now, there's a difference between being able to eat something and then being super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But still, that definitely hit the spot after a 15-hour day, for sure. I'll see you at about lunchtime tomorrow.